Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. First of all, to the Honorable Dr. Shahrizal MSc, lecturer in this course, and all of my friends for joining our presentation on Zoom today. We are from Group 4. We are presenting our topic about employee testing and selection. Let me introduce myself. My name is Gunawan Ananda, and our group member Hafiz Karisma Utama, Sumi Kalsum Bahari, Latifa Dikdabos Aulia Rahmi, and Lauzia Fadila Nareswari. Okay, first topic will be presented by Hafiz.
Okay, first topic is why employee selection is important. The aim of employee selection is to achieve person job fit. This means matching the knowledge, skill, abilities, and other competencies that are required for performing the job. There are 4 basic reasons why the selection of new candidates should be done carefully. First, performance. Workers with appropriate skills will do the job better. 2, cost. Cost in recruitment include hiring and providing training. 3, legal obligations. Wrongly employing people can result in legal consequences. The company may be sued, negligent hiring or negligence of hiring. He was charged with employing an employee with a criminal record. 4, the goal in selecting employees is actually to find the right person in a job position. Then the basic of testing and selecting employees. Reliability. Reliability is a consistency value produced by the same person when retested on the same test on different occasions. It can be tested in several ways, namely test, retest, reliability estimates. Test the first day in a group, and on the 7th day, it's retested with the same test in the same group, and compare the results. Then the scholastic assessment test, or equivalent or alternative from estimate. This means test and compare it with the expect. And internal comparison estimate. It tests with different tester but measures the same thing. Then validity. Validity is ensuring the task given is to measure what should be measured. For example, for the accounting section is given a test of the accuracy of numbers. Test validity answers the question of whether the test is related to work.
Okay, the next topic will be presented by Humi.
Okay, the next is several ways to demonstrate a test validity. First, criterion validity. Measure the relationship between value and the selection produce and job performance criterion. This means that if the value higher, then performance is better. The second, context validity. Illustration that context in the selection describe an important aspect in doing related work. The third, construct validity. Illustrate that selection measure a concept, example, abstract idea, moral and honesty that is important in the success of the job performance. Then how to validate a test? The first is job analysis. Write down job description and job specification. Determine that traits and skills are needed. Also determine the success expected from the work. Select the test that you want to use. After determining the criteria of the aspect target, job stats, and job specs, write then the determinant the test to be used to test the criteria from prospective employees. Choose a lot of the test types and combine them. The third, do the test. Do the test. After that, analyze the result. Fourth, connect the result with the criteria tested. Make sure again that there is a significant relationship between the test result predictor and performance criterion, or in the other words, score versus actual performance. The relationship is called statistical relationship. 5. Cross-validate and revalidate. Performance tag 3 and 4 using different samples. And then testing program guideline. The first is use the test as a supplement. Second, validate the exam. Third, monitor the course of the exam or selection program. Fourth, make a accurate recording. Fifth, using the certified psychologist. Six, management exam condition. 7, validation back periodically.
Okay, next topic will be presented by Latifa.
The next is standard criteria or guidelines for test use. The first is bias. Make sure the test material we use produce bias result. There are two things that can occur, namely bias in measuring and the nature that should be measured and bias in predicting exam result. The second is utility analysis. Make sure the benefits obtained in conducting testing are equivalent to the cost incurred. Next, test takers' individual rights. The rights of those who conduct the test. The first is the right to maintain the confidentiality of test result related to privacy issues. Right to be informed of the usefulness of the test result. Right to appoint one person who is qualified to interpret test result. Right to say that testing is fair to all. The next, types of tests. The first is a test of cognitive abilities. Intelligence test. General intellectual ability includes memory, verbal, vocabulary, numerical abilities. Specific cognitive abilities measure specific mental abilities such as reasoning. B. Test of motor and physical abilities. Motion test. Finger dexterity and reaction, move hands, fingers, and arms. Physical, it measures static strength, dynamic, and body coordination.
Next topic will be presented by Luzia.
The next is C, measuring personality and interest. Measuring personal or character such as introversion, resilience to stress, and motivation. There are two ways, projective. The psychologist provides an ambiguous stimulus and then the participant reacts to it. Then, self-reported, participants fill out questions according to their circumstance. The achievement test, measure what has been learned. The next is work samples and simulation. Work samples gives the candidate a situation that describes the work and evaluates the response. Using work sampling for employee selection, objective predicts performance by asking candidates to perform one or more examples of tasks from the job being performed. Pros, it's hard to falsify answers. Fair, not digging about personality, so candidates don't see it as an invasion or of privacy. And the last procedure. There's some examples of tasks related to work positions. Test the candidate for the task. The observer assesses how well the candidate is doing his or her job. Simulations. Simulations were held 2 to 3 days in which 10 of the 12 candidates performed management tasks realistically under the observation of experts who assess the potential of leadership in the candidate. The simulation type consists of, first, the in basketball. Candidates are presented to a set of report, memos, incoming phone records, and all other materials in a simulation at the beginning of work. Candidates need to show the right reaction to this. Second, Leaderless group discussion. The coach provides a topic of discussion that is not led but should come down to a single decision or conclusion. Third, management games. Candidates solve real problems as a member in a competitive market. Fourth, individual presentations. In this case, the coach assesses the communication and persuasiveness of prospective employees. Fifth, objective test. Test of personality, mental expertise, interest, and achievement. And the last one, the interview, requires more than one coach.
The next, background investigation and reference checks. When needed, first, reconfirming the information provided. Second, prevent errors in recruiting new employees. Third, find damage or irrelevant information. Fourth, if defamation. 5, privacy, keep references received, to whom shall be given and to whom shall not be given. Next. How to check candidate background. 1, using social networks, which analyzes all posts related to candidates in cyberspace. 2, using pre-employment information service such as www.adp.com. Usually such websites use a database that can be accessed so that we can find out the compensation provided, credit histories, to driving record from an employee. 3, use polygraph test and paper and pencil honesty test. 4, graphology. You have use handwriting to analyze the author's personality. Usually this is not valid. 5, using the detection of lies in human. It is a tool or stuff that is able to determine whether the candidate is lying or not by looking at the candidate. Next. Other method, hiring people. 1, physical testing. Perform health tests to ensure that the necessary physical condition is met to do the job and to find treatment that limit the candidate. 2, perform a drug test. This test is to determine whether the candidate is using drugs or not. Usually, before the candidate is required, there are also companies that do this test when they see their employees giving of drug abuse. Okay, I think that's all from our presentation. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, please submit them to the forum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.